Okay, so now we're going to take a look and see if we can translate this. So again, let's go ahead and identify our numbers or what we need to translate. So the first thing it says is what number? Well, anytime we don't know anything in the field of mathematics, we want to use a variable. So I don't know, pick whatever you want. I'm going to pick here an x. Hawks will probably tell you which variable to use during the translation. So what number should be added? Well, we know that added is going to give me a plus sign. That's just a summation. To negative 26 to get a sum. This is what I was talking about a few minutes ago. Sometimes the word sum means to add, and sometimes sum means the answer to an addition problem. So this is actually going to be an equal sign here. So translating this, we're going to get x plus, and then we'll just use the blue, plus negative 26. Now anytime I've got a plus, a negative, okay, so parentheses, and then there's this negative 26, so we're going to put that in parentheses. To get a sum, remember that sum means equal, negative 99. So now we can kind of clean this up and do my solving. So again, plus minus, the minus is going to win. So I get x minus 26 is equal to negative 99. Well, now we're just solving a linear equation. So we need to, I've got a subtraction. The opposite of subtraction is addition. So I add 26 to both sides. And guys, now that I've got a negative and a positive, then I'm going to have to subtract the 2, keep the sign of the larger. So 9 minus 6 is going to give me 3. 9 minus 2 is going to give me 7. My larger number is negative, so my answer is negative. Okay, so now let's translate this one. So we have times. Remember, times means multiply. A number is going to give me a variable. Oh, I'm sorry, this is a little confusing, isn't it? This is not a variable, this is multiply, so I'm just going to put a dot. That's typically what we use whenever we're multiplying. A number is going to be my variable. Just again, to keep confusion, I'm going to make that a y this time. And then minus is, of course, going to be a minus sign. Is equal to, okay, there's my equal sign. And then what I want you to notice here is I'm using that less than. Be careful with this less than. Remember, that's going to flip my order. So when I build this, I'm actually going to put the number first and then the minus 32. So I'm out of colors here, but we'll make it dark. The number, well, we used green, so we'll make it green again. The number is y. So now let's go ahead and do this translation. So this is negative 47. Now I want you to notice here, right now I'm multiplying 47 times a number. I'm not multiplying 47 times a difference. If I were multiplying times a difference, I'd open up my parentheses. Here I don't have to do this because I'm just multiplying it by a number. Minus 37 is equal to, and then there's this less than, so flipping. So this is actually going to be y minus 32. And now we can solve this problem. And it's actually not that bad. So we need to move my y over first. Again, anytime I've got a variable on both sides, you want to move the smaller variable. You do it by adding and subtracting. Even though there's not a plus sign in front of that y, it's positive, so we're going to have to subtract it. Well, that's going to turn this into 47y minus 37 is equal to negative 32. Well, now I need to add 37. Again, my signs are different. I have to subtract and keep the sign in the larger. Well, 37 minus 32 is going to give me 5. My larger number is My larger number is positive, so I'm going to be left with a positive 5 is equal to 47y because my 37's here canceled. Now, I'm going to divide, and that's going to leave me with my final answer. I'm just going to move it over here to the side. That y is equal to 5 over 47. You could also divide that and leave it as a decimal, but make sure when you do, round it to 2 decimal places. So brush up on your decimal work and rounding if you want to leave that as a decimal rounded. Okay, on to the next.